A group of sorority sisters try to cover up the death of their house sister after a prank gone wrong, only to be stalked by a serial killer. Now let's review the movie in detail. Megan enlists the help of her sorority sisters Cassidy, Jessica, Ellie, Claire, and Chugs to pull a prank on her boyfriend and Chugs' brother, Garrett. While having sex with him, Megan fakes her death. Garrett and the girls bring her to a lake, intending to dump her body. When Jessica mentions they need to release the air out of her lungs so that her body will not float to the surface, Garrett stabs Megan in the chest with a tire iron, resulting in her actual death. Garrett and the girls cover up the incident and dump Megan's body and the tire iron in a nearby mine shaft. Everyone swears to never mention the incident to anyone, much to Cassidy and Ellie's dismay. 8 months later, the girls are graduating from college and Cassidy has grown apart from the rest of the group. After the ceremony, the girls all receive a text message on their cell phones with a picture of the bloody tire iron. Suspicion immediately falls on Garrett, but Chugs defends him. Maggie, Megan's younger sister, arrives to honor her sister's memory. Later, Chugs is waiting for her appointment with her therapist when a cloaked figure wielding a tire iron murders both of them. In the sorority's shower room, Claire and Jessica discuss the night Megan was murdered. After they leave, a sorority girl named Joanna, who overheard their conversation, is murdered. At the graduation party that night, Claire's ex-boyfriend Mickey is murdered by the killer, which Ellie witnesses. Cassidy, Claire, Jessica, and Ellie regroup and all receive a text containing the video of Megan's death and a message telling them to be at the mine shaft in 20 minutes or the video will be sent to the police. The girls drive to the mine shaft and encounter Garrett, who has cut his wrists and begins threatening them. Thinking Garrett is the one stalking them, Jessica runs him over with her vehicle. They discover afterward that Garrett has been receiving the same text messages they have. Ellie suspects that Megan is the killer, believing that she did not actually die and is seeking revenge. The girls lower Cassidy down the shaft to prove that Megan is dead. Megan's body is missing and Cassidy finds a message written in blood which reads, "Theta Pi must die." Back at the now empty sorority house, the girls receive a text from Chug's cell phone telling them that she is dead and Claire is murdered with a flare gun. While searching the house for Jessica's boyfriend, Kyle, the girls run into Maggie and their house mother, Mrs. Crenshaw. Maggie claims that Kyle had been with her prior to Jessica's return. Jessica confesses Megan's murder, infuriating Maggie and Mrs. Crenshaw. Mrs. Crenshaw tells the girls to lock themselves in Jessica's bedroom and to call the police while she searches for the killer. If you are enjoying this video, please like and subscribe to get more of this. Maggie leaves the room to find Megan and convince her to stop killing. After many failed attempts to shoot the killer, Mrs. Crenshaw is killed by the hooded figure. With no cell phones around, Cassidy and Jessica decide to find Mickey's body and use his. Downstairs, the killer confronts Maggie and throws a Molotov cocktail at her, setting the house on fire. Cassidy and Jessica run into Kyle, who injures Jessica. After knocking him unconscious, Cassidy and Jessica flee to an under-renovation bathroom where they find Megan's decomposing corpse hanging in the shower. Kyle, wearing the same cloak as the killer, finds them and knocks Jessica unconscious. He is killed with an axe by Andy.